Hello, Stillwater. This is Marshall Winslow, your mayor. Like you, I'm deeply concerned about the problem of violent crime in our streets, and I've dedicated this administration to solving the problem. Now, Alderman Hughes believes the best way to fight violence is with more violence, turning our police force into an urban army. But crime is nothing new. Why, when I was growing up in Stillwater, we had more than our share of gunplay and robbery. The threat of prison didn't deter street toughs back then, and it doesn't now. My initiative to revitalize poorer urban areas, however, holds a real promise. With local rehabilitation and education programs, our young people are getting the opportunity to live up to their full potential and to resist turning to drugs, pimping, and vandalism to get by. Hughes says our children are a lost cause, but as your mayor, I refuse to give up hope. I hope you'll consider giving me your support in this upcoming election. Together, you and I can continue to build a better future for our young people and ourselves.
Paid for by the people to re-elect Mayor Winslow.
Hello, Stillwater. This is your mayor, Marshall Winslow. We've come a long way since you chose to make me your mayor, and in the past 2 years, we've made great strides towards building a city we can all be proud of. Just look at the old red light district. Thanks to our free health screening and birth control programs, our hospitals are reporting a 40% drop in venereal diseases over the last 3 months. Likewise, I moved to provide affordable public transportation to less fortunate districts. Not only are our trains and buses going where they're needed most, they're finally running on time. Stillwater doesn't need a quick fix. It needs a chance to heal, and healing takes time. My administration is working to make Stillwater safer and more prosperous for everybody. Let's do the right thing and stay the course. I hope you consider giving me your support in this upcoming election. Together, you and I can continue to create a better city for our neighbors and ourselves.
Paid for by the people to re-elect Mayor Winslow.
Hello, Stillwater. This is your mayor, Marshall Winslow. As you might have heard, the statue of Alderman Hughes, known as the Pride of Stillwater, was recently vandalized in a very ambitious way. Now, I understand that this wasn't the most popular sculpture on display in our fair city, and that it's had its share of critics. People will always have strong feelings about public artwork, and that's just the way it is. Regardless, we're a great city, and we deserve to have equally great works of art that everyone can enjoy. I assure you that the Pride of Stillwater will be replaced. I've already asked the Parks Commissioner to begin speaking to noted artists, and we'll make sure the next sculpture to grace our community will be more representative of you, the people who call this city home.
Last year, Marshall Winslow rejected Police Chief Monroe's request for extra funding to outfit his SWAT units with the latest peacekeeping equipment, citing that puncture-proof vests and assault rifles should come secondary to developing non-lethal countermeasures. The result? 6 dead officers in as many months. I'm Alderman Richard Hughes, and when I'm elected, I'm going to work with the police, not against them. A policeman's job is dangerous enough. We don't need them to be going into harmful situations at a disadvantage. A well-equipped police force is a deterrent to gangs, which means safer streets and safer schools. So when Election Day rolls around, ask yourself this question: what is my family's safety worth? Hello, Stillwater. It's Richard Hughes. It's with great pleasure that I announce the unveiling of our city's latest artistic treasure, the Pride of Stillwater. Generously donated by Citizens for Hughes, the Pride of Stillwater is a visual representation not only of the superb talents of Stillwater artisans, but a constant reminder that great men often have to shoulder considerable burden. My friends, I assure you that if you put your faith in me this upcoming election, I will proudly carry our city into a new era of prosperity. Mayor Winslow's hollow response to the destruction of the Pride of Stillwater is simply unacceptable. This was not merely a piece of modern art that was vandalized. This was a symbol the citizens of Stillwater rallied behind, an icon of the people. Its desecration should merit full investigation, not a few half-hearted words at a press conference. However, from the ashes of this tragedy, we will rise stronger than ever. And if whoever is responsible is listening right now, know this: you can smash brick and mortar, you can break brass and steel, but the spirits of the people of Stillwater cannot be crushed. When my parents moved to Stillwater 50 years ago, this was a place of promise. A lively city of culture and taste, Stillwater offered jobs and a glistening skyline that was the envy of the nation. My, how times have changed. Over the past 3 decades, the life of Stillwater has been choked out by gang violence and our skyline reduced to tattered brownstones. For years, our city has been calling for help, like a woman getting mugged in an alley, and no one has had the courage to answer her plea until now. My name is Richard Hughes, and I pledge to you here and now that I will return Stillwater to her former glory. I have seen what this city can offer, and I long to show that beauty to a new generation. This coming election, vote for me and secure your children's future. Hello, friends. This is Alderman Hughes with a special message for the youth of Stillwater. I understand that many of you have become disenfranchised with authority. Between parents, teachers, and police, it's easy to feel that the world is trying to hold you back, to stifle your creativity and your freedom. But now is your chance, more than any other, to seize the future, not only for yourself, but for your friends, your neighbors, and your illegitimate children. This year's election gives you the power to choose whether you want to live in a city governed by fear and ineptitude, or one where you can be safe walking home from basketball courts and young Republican meetings. So when you step into that ballot box, remember that a vote for Hughes is a vote for you. When Marshal Winslow was elected 2 years ago, he promised us that we were going to see a change. True to his word, Stillwater has seen many changes during his mayoral term. Higher taxes, increased crime, and an unemployment rate that would make most third-world nations feel good about themselves. What Stillwater needs right now is a leader who is willing to convict criminals, not coddle them. An individual who isn't afraid of making tough choices. A man whose dedication to his citizens is unwavering. My friends, your search is over. My name is Richard Hughes, and I want to be your mayor. Once a beacon of promise, the district of Saints Row has long since devolved into a contemporary Sodom, a place where diseased whores corrupt the bodies and virtues of our youth, where drugs ensnare the minds of the impoverished, and all too often violence is seen as the solution to any problem. My friends, make no mistake. If Stillwater is ever to be made whole again, something needs to be done about Saints Row. Mayor Winslow thinks that throwing scraps from his ivory tower to various volunteer programs is enough to clean up the district. But 2 years of spending with negligible results clearly proves that if we want to see change, real change, we need to take drastic steps. I'm Alderman Richard Hughes. I have the experience, I have the will, and unlike our current mayor, I have a plan. Vote for me and help turn our city into something we can be proud of.